How you doing, folks? This is Rex from the Buckeyenest, and the Army just arrived. Now these guys got some pretty neat stuff here, stuff I never used, and I'm going to find out what this thing is here. It looks something similar to the gamma goat we used to have back in my day, but it's not a gamma goat. It's much bigger than that. And over here, this thing looks like it was a back in my day a dragon wagon, which was like a 20-ton vehicle that pulled tanks around. We used to put our tanks up on flatbeds, and this kind of vehicle drug us around here. Back in my day, I had a license to drive the duece and a half, the 5-ton, the 10-ton, the dragon wagon. I drove tanks, and I had APC license too. So, given all that, since I don't know anything about these vehicles, there's a staff sergeant over here in this truck here. Well, it's not really a truck, but anyway, she's going to give us some insight on these vehicles. All right, folks, I hunted her down. So I'll be back. She's going to give us a little insight on these vehicles here. You're going to hear her in the background because I can't look at her face and tell you about get a video of the vehicle too. So as soon as she comes down out of that cab, then we'll get started here. Okay. Now, I told you earlier, back in my day, this thing looks like a gamma goat, but it's not a gamma goat because it's too big. So what is this thing here?
This is what we call our 1078 LMTV, which is light medium tactical vehicle, also known commonly as a duece and a half.
A duece and a half. Mm-hmm. This does not look like the duece and a halves that I drove.
Probably not. A lot of times have changed.
There's a duece and a half at the Springfield VFW post, along with an M48 tank. Mm-hmm. Now, both of those that duece and a half and that tank was way before your time.
I'm sure.
That tank was way before my time.
Okay.
Because I trained on M60A1s, and that 48 started out in Vietnam. So
awesome.
Early in Vietnam. All right, so this is a duece and a half truck. Mm-hmm. It has changed.
Oh, it has changed. We have a new tire system. It's a central tire inflation system, which we call our CTIS. Like if something happens to the tire while we're out on the road, it automatically inflates it to get us to safety.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Will it take a direct hit from foot to cow and reinflate?
I'm not sure about that, but I know they do take direct hits, inflate back up, and get us the help.
Is that what all?
Get us out of Dodge.
Yeah. Is that what all this?
Yes.
Tubing is there? Because it looks like it's actually, it is.
Absolutely.
That's what reinflates the tire. Huh.
Yep.
So, and I see you carrying one spare.
Yes, we do.
How much weight will this thing carry?
A lot.
A lot. All right.
It'll carry a lot, but we have to keep a low load because it's very top heavy.
Is it?
So weight distribution is essential in this vehicle.
Okay. So do you use the Air Force to load it?
No, we do everything ourselves.
Okay.
We don't need the Air Force.
We got a young lady over here with the Four Freedom Team. That's her with her back to us. You see her there? She's a loader in the United States Air Force. She loads those big monster aircraft. They don't leave the ground unless she's authorized.
Oh, wow.
And what's this thing sitting over here?
That right there is our 915. It's basically a semi-trailer. A little bit heavier, tougher, durable.
Yeah. I can recognize.
Yeah, this is what the main
this haul a tank?
transportation that we. This will not.
Okay.
They do have trucks out there that will haul tanks.
We call them dragon wagons back there. You're all right. It's classified. You can't tell me.
Yeah. Can't tell you. I'll have to tell you. Sorry.
Okay, right. I had an MOS like that.
Yeah?
Because after they transferred me into a support company, and I became a red-eye gunner. You know what a red-eye gunner is? I was one of those guys that stood underneath of a tree with a shoulder-mounted heat-guided missile, and when the enemy aircraft flew over top, I stepped out, waited for the hum, pulled the trigger, got in my Jeep, and giggled as I was driving away. So,
nice.
Yeah. And that was all classified.
Okay.
So, all right, well, since this is all classified, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see the rest of you guys tomorrow.